The Galactic Council chamber froze as Admiral Kieran stepped forward, his scarred face carrying the weight of unthinkable loss. 17,000 souls. Gone. The hollow display flared to life, burned-out colonies drifting in the void. The enemy called it victory. The humans called it something else. A declaration of war. The Galactic Council chamber fell into a suffocating silence as Admiral Kieran stepped into the central light. The deep scars on his weathered face told a story before he even spoke. Without ceremony, he activated the hollow display, and 3 shattered colonies appeared, drifting debris, burning cities, and frozen bodies suspended in space. New Bastion, Helios Station, Verdant Reach. His voice did not shake, but the rage in his eyes betrayed him. 17,000 civilians, farmers, teachers, children, gone. A ripple of unease moved through the alien delegates. The Vorathi envoy dared to call them pirate raids. Kieran's head turned sharply. No, this was precise, targeted. Someone fed them our coordinates. The accusation hung in the air like a drawn blade. Around the chamber, whispers became sharp breaths. The council had seen war before, but this was different. This was the quiet before a storm made of steel and fire. The chamber's hush fractured when the intelligence officer's voice crackled through the comm feed. Admiral, long-range sensors confirm Crimson Marauders are massing near the Titan Rift. Gasps echoed. The rift, a desolate stretch of space, yet a perfect staging ground for war. The hegemony's obsidian-scaled delegate rose, voice dripping with arrogance. Humans should withdraw. Your presence violates ancient claims. Kieran's lips curved into something that was not a smile. Your people abandoned those systems centuries ago. We found only dead worlds. His words hit like a hammer, but then he leaned forward. We will withdraw. The tension snapped, relief flooding alien faces. They mistook his tone for concession. Evacuating every civilian, Kieran clarified. Every child, every family, gone from harm's way. The subtle shift in his voice made spines stiffen. The room was beginning to understand. Humanity's retreat was not surrender. It was the opening move of something far more dangerous. Kieran's hand dropped to his wristcom. Vance, he said, voice low but carrying across the chamber. Give them the numbers. The captain's voice came through like the toll of a war bell. Dragon Fleet, full deployment, 12 dreadnoughts, 36 cruisers, 72 destroyers. Wolfpack Squadron joining with 8 more dreadnoughts. Serpent Squadron en route. The hollow shifted, displaying the sheer scale. An armada forged over 50 years, now unchained. Delegates stared, horror etched into their alien features. That's your entire Deep Space Navy, one stammered. Not nearly, Kieran corrected. It is. Then came the final blow. 1st Dragon Regiment, reactivated. All veterans, all volunteers. Silence crushed the chamber. Every species present knew the stories. Warriors who survived battles no one else could, who returned stripped of mercy, sharpened to kill. Kieran didn't need to say more. The dragons were moving, and when they moved, entire wars ended. They said the dragons were a myth, a ghost story for recruits. But the moment their name left Vance's lips, the chamber's atmosphere shifted. Delegates who had faced wars without flinching now looked uneasy. Whispers rippled. Blackwater Hold, broken chains, the Void Hunter siege, memories of impossible battles fought by soldiers who refused to die. Kieran let the silence stretch, then spoke softly, each word a blade. These are the ones who held the line for 6 months without resupply. The ones who turned nightmares into retreat. The ones who came back from hell without mercy. Across the galaxy, news of their reactivation spread faster than light. Pirate fleets abandoned bases, smugglers vanished into deep space, yet the Crimson Marauders remained, defiant near the rift. Kieran's expression hardened. Then they've chosen, he murmured. And the council understood. The hunt wasn't coming. It had already begun. Kieran's voice cut through the tense air like a plasma blade. "They have one choice," he declared, eyes sweeping over every delegate. "Surrender those responsible for the massacres, and whoever fed them our coordinates, or face the dragons." His gaze lingered on the hegemony envoy. "And hear this. Anyone who aids them, hides them, or fights beside them becomes a target." A nervous rustle swept the chamber. "We're not here for territory, not for resources. We're here for justice." The words hit harder than any weapon. The hollow map shifted, showing the dragon fleet's hunting formations. Not rigid lines, but predatory arcs that spoke of experience and intent. It was not the stance of soldiers defending a border. It was the posture of predators closing in. Somewhere beyond the stars, the marauders would soon learn. When dragons hunt, they do not miss. Stars glinted coldly across the vastness as the dragon fleet surged toward the Titan rift. Their formation wasn't a wall, it was a net, tightening with every jump, every calculated maneuver. Steel hulls gleamed like the edges of unsheathed blades, engines burning with a predator's patience. Behind them came the legends, veterans of 100 wars, men and women who had stared into the abyss and returned with fire in their eyes. There were no speeches now, no diplomacy left to offer. This was the part of war no council chamber could stop. The marauders had chosen defiance, and humanity had answers. It with its deadliest truth. The dragons did not fight for empires or ancient claims. They fought for the fallen, for the 17,000 silenced voices, and in the cold darkness ahead their prey waited, unaware that the hunt was already over.